Deputy Supreme Court Registrar Daniel Olekewa was the first to face the Elizabeth Muli panel seeking to recruit the next Director of Public Prosecution. He was followed by former IABC Commissioner Thomas Letangule, who expressed confidence, saying he has what it takes for the job, though his interview and that of his predecessor were all held in camera.
I was asking a question where Wananchi had brought here. I was asking a question where people had brought some complaint, and I answered to the best of my knowledge.
The cameras were only allowed into the interviewing room after Kilifi Senator Stewart Madzayo, who was present at the Public Service Commission premises, protested that locking out the media was denying Kenyans a chance to participate in the process.
You cannot access the panel of interviewers. You cannot even access where those people who are being interviewed, where they are. Nobody knows where they are. So this interview is being conducted in a clandestine manner. It is illegal, it is totally unfair and totally unjustified. Not to the law alone, but to the Kenyans. It flows on the face of Kenyans. This is a total abuse of office by the Public Service Commission.
We have not communicated from this room that media are not to be present at these interviews. And in fact, I did speak, I think, with one of your colleagues who had called me, I think the day before yesterday or so on, asking whether media is going to be allowed. And I said, of course, it's a transparent process.
The media then got a chance to witness the interviewing of a Senior Assistant Director of Public Prosecution, James Warui, who was pinned down on issues of incompetence leveled against the office of the DPP by the public over a case he handled involving two fuel companies.
Masid Limited was an agent of Oil Libya. They had been leased a petrol station along Johor Road. And there's a lease agreement, an agency agreement, which provides what any of the parties was supposed to do. The main thing was that the company there should never be a stock out in that petrol station. So Masid, as the operators of the petrol station, several stocked out, and they even closed the petrol station. I looked at the complaint, and in my assessment, it was a complaint that was civil in nature. The case was civil in nature. It had nothing to do with criminal offenses. So I formed the opinion that this case should be better handled in the civil. And by the way, they already have a civil case. There was a civil case that was ongoing between the two parties. So I said this is a case that has been brought to the criminal court for purposes of enforcing a civil dispute. And we cannot entertain this.
Warui noting if appointed, he would ensure legal cases were only prosecuted within given locations instead of having them heard in Nairobi alone. Senior Director National Intelligence Service Mohammed Haji, on his part, noting he would ensure the office was more accountable by activating oversight from the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission as well as the Kenya Human Rights Commission as part of implementing Section 52 of the ODPP Act.
Chair, I will not be shy to allow the organization to come in and help us set the standards. And even with your mandate, to investigate issues of human rights and abuses. But also, where cases, say for example, extrajudicial killings come from, we will be under my stewardship, if given the opportunity. We'll make sure that we prosecute those cases adequately.
Senior Counsel Lucy Kambuni and Deputy DPP Dorcas Odur were interviewed in the afternoon, each detailing why they were best suited for the job. Friday, Deputy DPP Nicholas Mutuku, Lawyer Patrick Magero Gumo, Deputy DPP Jacob Nyakundi Ondari, and Machakos Chief Magistrate Abdukadi Ramadan will face the panel. The panel is required to submit to the President 3 names of those who are most qualified after the interview, where the head of state will pick one person and forward the name to the national and forward the name to the National Assembly for vetting. Rose Kiko for Channel 1 News Hour.